Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a 2024 presidential election prediction between Republican Senator from Texas, Ted Cruz, and New York Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. So let's get right into the video. First things first, I'll start off with the AOC states. She'll win the West Coast, safe, solid, whatever you want to call it. Illinois would be safe for AOC as well. As will every single state on the East Coast, except for the state of New Hampshire, which I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to come back to that. The state of Maine and Maine at large. Maine at large will be a likely AOC state. Maine's 1st district will be safe for AOC. And the state of New York will also be safe for AOC as well. Now, Ted Cruz will win. Oh, there you go. Ted Cruz will win a lot of the Republican states throughout the Midwest of the country, including Nebraska's 2nd district, which I have him winning by very, very close, under 1% actually. I think Ted Cruz will be able to win throughout most of the country. I think he will win throughout the Rust Belt and the Midwest a little bit as well. That gets him to 126. AOC is at 183. I think Maine's 2nd district, honestly, will probably go to Ted Cruz. Very, very close. But I think he'll be able to win. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to give it to AOC now that I think about it. I don't think Maine's 2nd district. It'll be very, very close. It can go back and forth, but I don't know if Ted Cruz has the right appeal for the state of Maine. But AOC is at 184. Ted Cruz is at 126. First things first is I think the state of Virginia goes likely for AOC. I think Ted Cruz being the Republican nominee would be very similar to, say, if Donald Trump was the nominee. So Ted Cruz would probably perform similar in some states to how Donald Trump would do, just probably slightly worse, to be completely honest. So Virginia would go likely blue. I think New Mexico and Colorado would both go likely blue. I know Ted Cruz is Hispanic, technically is Hispanic. I don't really know how to describe it, but either way, that's not important. Ted Cruz is Hispanic. The states of Colorado and New Mexico do have a big Hispanic population. That's what I'm trying to say, is they have a big Hispanic population. But I don't know if that's going to help Ted Cruz out enough to give him a chance to win these two states. If anything, it might make it a little closer, but I'm not too sure. Ted Cruz against AOC in the state of Texas. Ted Cruz is from the state of Texas. You would think it would help him out, but 2018 was kind of a big example that he's not super well liked in his home state. But against AOC, I mean, you would have to think Ted Cruz would do pretty good. I'm going to put in likely, maybe lean, borderline 5 or 6 points. I'm going to put in likely, but that is very, very, very close. So Ted Cruz is 166. AOC is 212. I think AOC will now win the state of Minnesota. I'm putting that state in the likely column. I think she'll win the state of Minnesota. I also think the state of New Hampshire will go likely for AOC as well. I think probably 7 or 8 points, similar to how Joe Biden beat Donald Trump in the state of New Hampshire, is how I see this going. I don't think Ted Cruz will be able to appeal too well to the independent-minded voters of the state of New Hampshire. I don't think Ted Cruz will be able to do that super well. I do think, however, Ted Cruz will be able to win the state of Florida. I think he'll be able to win it in the lean column. Again, AOC being a socialist, I think will hurt her in the state. Ted Cruz also being of Cuban descent will definitely help out Ted Cruz in the state of Florida. So I think Ted Cruz will win the state of Florida. I think Ted Cruz will also win the state of North Carolina. I'm going to put it in tilt. It's going to be very, very close. But I think the state of North Carolina does go to Ted Cruz. Now, I'm also going to go to the state of Arizona, where I think AOC does win the state of Arizona. I think this state is trending away from the Republican side, going to the Democratic side. AOC, I think, would be able to do just enough to hold on to the state, despite the fact that Ted Cruz is Hispanic. I do think, though, the state of Nevada, interestingly enough, does flip to Ted Cruz. I think Ted Cruz could win the state of Nevada in 2024, as the state is trending more and more Republican. Socialism is not too popular in the state of Nevada, and the Socialist Democratic Party, or the Socialists have taken over the Democratic Party in the state of Nevada. So I think it's very much in play, and I think Ted Cruz will be able to win that state in 2024. Now, I do have the states of Iowa and Ohio in the lean column for Ted Cruz. I don't think he'll be able to win these states the same margins that, say, Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis will. But I do think Ted Cruz will be able to do well enough to at least win these states by 3 or 4% over AOC. Ted Cruz is at 241. AOC is at 237. The state of Michigan, I have going to AOC. Probably lean, maybe tilt, but I have the state of Michigan going to AOC nonetheless. Ted Cruz is going to do worse in the Rust Belt than Donald Trump will. However, it's really, really interesting because Ted Cruz is not a Rust Belt appealing, I would say, candidate for the Republicans, but AOC, being a socialist, is going to kill her in the Rust Belt. So I think Ted Cruz will be able to do good enough to win the state of Wisconsin. I think Ted Cruz could win the state of Wisconsin. I think Ted Cruz will be able to win the state of Pennsylvania. That gets him to 270 electoral votes. Now comes to the state of Georgia. Georgia's interesting because AOC very well could win the state of Georgia. I think her policies are a little too far left for the state of Georgia. Like, it voted for Joe Biden. It didn't vote for, like, Bernie Sanders or something. But Ted Cruz is not super popular. It is possible AOC could win the state of Georgia, but I'm going to give it to Ted Cruz for now, but that is something that is very, very possible. It would be very, very interesting to see as well. So that's going to do it for today's video. I have Ted Cruz having 286 electoral votes, AOC having 252. Thank you everyone so much for watching the video. If you're new to my channel, it's your first time seeing one of my videos, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you again for watching this video, and make sure to keep coming back. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.